Justin Sun, who can discuss this in greater detail. Justin, welcome back to the show. Okay, so not going to waste any time, going to get right into it. There is a report going around by Colin Wu, a journalist, basically saying that you are the main investor and that you are basically behind this sale of Huobi. Can you address this, please? This is the report right here on the screen. Exclusive, the real buyer of Huobi is Justin Sun, possibly with the help of Sam Bankman-Fried. I know you are denying this, but we'd like to hear from you, if you can address this report.
Yes, both me and Sam, I think it's not like invest in or acquire Huobi in any way. I think both myself and the SBF has posted on Twitter and the WeChat and the Weibo, all the social medias denying this. But for myself, I'm joining to be one member of the global advisory board of Huobi, and hope in the future we can attract more people to join the Huobi advisory board.
So, Justin, I have to ask you though. So why not? Like, why not buy Huobi? You probably could, right? I'm just curious. Like, why not take that role?
I think probably. I think we have lots of things we need to consider. Like, first of all, I think we need to do a thorough due diligence of the exchange. And also, I think the most important thing is the valuation, right? So I think probably in the future, we might have a chance to with Huobi, but not this time.
So, Huobi, as you know very well, was really one of the most important players in China, if not the most important player in China. Obviously, with the changing Chinese policy, Huobi had to kind of step out of the Chinese market. But I think it's also pretty uncontroversial to say that Huobi hasn't exactly succeeded in going global. It's been much more challenging for it to establish itself as a global brand. Didn't quite make it in the US, has faced fierce competition in other countries around the world. How do you take an exchange like that, which is, again, has a very impressive track record in one country, and turn it into a truly global exchange?
Yes. First, I think for the exchange operation, we need to focus on HT token. We are very basically the platform token of Huobi. I think we need to build the HT token just like a BNB Binance platform. I think the success of BNB and really benefits Binance platform. So I think for operation, in terms of the operation, we need to focus on HT token. And also, I think even though Huobi has exit from China, I think we still have lots of the efforts we can go to all the Asia countries, Europe and South America. So I think we still have a very big market overall speaking. So today, if you check on Coin market cap and Coin Geico, I think Huobi is still, I think it's like top 5 to top 8 exchange in the world.
I'm just taking a look at HT token, the Huobi token price, and right now it's just over $5 US. I know you're really into stable coins with USDD. Is that something else you'd like to focus on with as your global advisory board membership on Huobi?
Yes, definitely. We will make USDD to be one of the settlement stablecoin on Huobi. I think right now we already list like 6 pairs, but I think in the next 3 months, we probably will list all the cryptocurrency against USDD on Huobi. And also at the same time, we will also promote a lot of activities of USDD on Huobi. I think that's like the first step. In the future, we will have more campaign and partnership, collaborate with Huobi in the future. That's also, I think, one of our strategy to further collaborate with the exchange in the world to expand USDD and the Tron use case among the globe.
I wonder what your thoughts are on things like central bank digital currencies like the digital yuan in China. They're expanding the digital yuan pilot projects across the country and having them compete against privately created stablecoins like USDD.
Yes, I think basically the strength of the stablecoin comes from transparency, stable, and also open source. I think central bank stablecoin will be tested in the market among all these categories. If, for example, central bank stablecoin is not like open source or it has lots of strict for you to use them. Basically, I think in the end, lots of the people will give up those stablecoin. So that's why I'm a believer of free market for currency. So that's why even we believe the centralized central bank stablecoin has lots of advantage in terms of the legitimacy. But still, I feel there's a huge market for private stablecoin or decentralized stablecoin like USDD.
Justin, I just want to return to the Huobi question again. You mentioned BNB earlier. Yes. How does Huobi compete with an exchange like Binance?
Yes, I think Binance is a very good example of success of platform token, right? So we all know Binance, the biggest competitor of Binance is Coinbase. But I think one of the disadvantages of Coinbase is there is no platform token. So basically, there is no community support for Coinbase. If you want to develop a good centralized crypto exchange, the help from community is very important. So that's why I think Binance is the first in the world have this kind of the platform token example. So basically, I think Binance story defines platform token. So that's why I think Huobi wants to follow this kind of the platform token strategy. I think we don't need to defeat Binance to be a very good crypto exchange in the world, right?
Because of Huobi's fame and its origin in China, what do you think are the chances that Huobi will one day be available again to Chinese users?
Yes, I think it's pretty much about Chinese policy, right? So I think Huobi is a very compliant and regulate exchange. So that's why I think the Huobi policy will be defined by different jurisdiction requirements. I think if Chinese government has like more friendly crypto policies, Huobi is definitely willing to expand the business in China if regulation allows.
Well, that's sort of, I guess I should reframe that question. What, in your opinion, are the chances that China's regulation will allow this or that Chinese policies will change? I think you framed it very correctly. It depends on Chinese policy. What is your outlook for Chinese policy towards cryptocurrency?
I'm optimistic because I believe crypto and basically blockchain is the world trend, right? There's any country in the world can basically be isolated from a world trend. Just like internet technology, like web technology, right? China also get benefits big, I think, in the last like 20 years web development. So I think that's why China definitely gonna be one of the most like stronger players in the blockchain industry. Even we might have some setback or regulation like hurdle in short term. But I think in the long term, I'm highly optimistic.
That's great. I did want to follow up with one of points by Colin Wu's reporting is that do you have any link to About Capital at all?
Currently, haven't yet. But I can't guarantee the future.
Okay, interesting. And would like to know more about your outlook on crypto winter, and when you hope to, how long this will last and when it will bottom out.
Yes, generally speaking, I think the crypto winter will still last at least 6 months. I think depends on the Federal Reserve policy, of course. But I'm generally very bullish about the crypto now. Since like recently, Tron also reached agreement with Dominica government to basically build all the Dominica financial infrastructure on Tron blockchain. So Tron, we are now the designated national blockchain infrastructure for Dominica, and we will also collaborate with Dominica government to issue the first Web3 nation token, Dominica coin, very soon. So I think this kind of the sovereignty state partnership will also boost the blockchain usage globally.